Hello everybody, so I am coming here to make a part 2 providing more context. Very quickly, I'm so sorry for my smoke detector. I know it is annoying. I live alone. I don't know how to change it. Somebody explained how to change it in the comments and I will work on changing it, but for now, please bear with me. I wanted to get context up as soon as possible. Secondly, I do want to address that I don't appreciate the comments that I am receiving that are racist, and they are not okay. They are wrong on so many levels, despite what happened, despite who they are. Racism is not okay, and I will delete any comments that are leading to that. Like, it's wrong. So I will provide more context. At my department store that I worked at, celebrities and stylists and influencers pulling product, buying product for events, for videos, for movies was not uncommon. It was actually a very big deal, and I still work in a luxury retail environment, and it is still a big issue. It happens all the time. Anybody can tell you this who works in retail. It is frustrating because I stress that I am commission based for a reason. We put in so much time, energy, effort into this, all for it to be worn and returned. All of that was for absolutely nothing, and it is not fair. It is wrong, especially because my department store had a studio department. They were able to go through the studio and pull all of this, not waste our selling time, and they had different policies, procedures. They were able to do it through them. We made clients and customers all aware of this, but many people would avoid this. There's not much we can do about that. We can't force them. So that is why it is so frustrating to me, because like, we deal with this, and that is my check, that is my income, it's my job. Like, you guys, people are mad at me for fighting for this return because it's my job, it's my time, it's my effort, it's my money, my career. I'm entitled to do that just like any other person. So moving forward, to understand better, yes, it ended up being returned. It was returned. That's fine. It sucks, but it's the reality. I expected it. At least he had to drive to a whole other location to go and do that. So if I can inconvenience him, like he inconvenienced me, that's fine. It's fair game. Call me petty, call me whatever. I don't care. That's fine as long as I'm the one not doing it. So customer service, our customer service department basically had a revolving door of new associates. And they were constantly returning worn items when they were supposed to be sending them back to their original department for us to deny or accept the return. Because of this, our store specifically had a very high return volume, and it looked bad on us. So we are responsible, and we are told that if we are continuing to return worn product without a valid defective reason or anything, then we would get written up. We would get written up. That affects my career. That affects me. I can get in trouble. If it's a repeat offense, we could get fired. I was not going to take that risk for a celebrity who wore something, and yes, it'd be easier to just take it, but no, I'm not going to take that risk. This is my job. This is my career. This is my income. No, I wasn't going to take that risk. I'm sorry to people who don't agree, but no, I was not going to. Anyway, that is why he was able to return it at a different location, different policies, different manager, different way of running things. So that's, I hope that makes a little more sense. Back to the interaction of what caused all of this. The man who came in with his girlfriend was completely different from the first time around. He was not friendly. He was not nice. He was just completely different. Every time me and him were talking, his girlfriend would chime in, cut us off, speak over me, and act very entitled in my opinion, and not be friendly. Like, there's a way of speaking to people, and I don't think that she had to speak to me that way, so I did what I had to defend myself. Moving forward, many people did not agree with the fact that I showed him that music video as proof. Again, this has happened. It was a repeat offense. This was not targeted. It is not directed towards him. We had stylists do this all the time. I've said no to regular people. I've said no to celebrities. I've said no to clients who've returned worn stuff. This was not targeted towards them. It's something I would do to this day, to say no to worn product, especially if I knew it was worn. It's what I had to do. So yes, I showed the video, and for two specific reasons. The first reason is technically smell is not a valid reason to deny a return. It is not a valid reason. And secondly, because it wasn't working, because they were still persistent, and I technically didn't have a valid reason to deny this return, I did have to present that proof, because number one, he told me that I did not have proof, and number two, I needed to deny this return, so I did what I had to do. Do I regret it? No. Was it a little bit unprofessional? Sure, but I had the support of my store manager, corporate, my managers, everybody, and I made everybody aware that I did this, and I was agreed with that I did the right thing. So I don't think it's wrong. I don't think what they did was right. It's nothing that you guys say will justify that, because he tried to ruin my life, ruin my career. And I know, even posting this video, because his fan base has now found my TikTok and is now claiming that they were there, that is impossible. There are only 2 other clients there and my whole team of coworkers. Yeah, I doubt it was them. I can bet anything on them. It was them. Now they're claiming that they were there, and I did say all of this. That proves how sick and crazy his fan base is. I knew what I was getting into. I know at the end of the day that there are going to be people who do not believe me. There are going to be people who do believe me. You can't please everybody, no matter what proof I post, no matter what I say, no matter anything. There are going to be people who do not believe me, and that is okay. You do not have to believe me. I promise you, it's okay. Scroll on, move on. This is just my story, and I want to tell it. Lastly, he tried to ruin not only my life, but I got my old manager's permission to mention that he also, in addition to blasting me in that same text message that he posted on his Instagram story, he also mentioned my manager. I didn't mention this before because I needed to ask my manager's permission to say that. He called him out by name, and he said that he was racist. It was not to the same extent, but it's still wrong. I got most of the heat because he said I called him that slur. So that's why I face so much repercussion, why it was all targeted towards me. So it is wrong. He tried to ruin 2 people's lives, plus that nail salon owner who I guess was pregnant at the time. It is wrong. It is sick behavior, and I am actually really shocked to see people in the comments justifying this, saying that I should have just returned it and went about my day. Yeah, I could have. Or I could have stopped these people who think using their status and who they are to try and do whatever they want, walk all over me, and abuse. Clearly they abused their power to do this. So I actually don't regret anything I did. It's fine. I might look stupid to people in the end because they got the return, but I don't care. At least I tried my best to fight back and stand up for myself, and I make no apologies for doing what I did. That's it. It's okay if you don't understand it. It's okay if you think I'm wrong in some ways. I feel justified and valid in everything I did, and they will probably do this again. They will probably go after me again. I'm actually very nervous because I see people tagging them, but I think it's worse if I just don't say anything. I think it is so much worse if I just keep my mouth quiet. So I will post proof. I will post the receipts soon. I'm trying to figure out like how to do that in the background so I can go over it with you guys. I'm not too good at TikTok.